Right, let's get you on to everything you need to know before you head out. Rob's here, so he's going to tell you about your commute. Happy Wednesday, Rob. Good morning.
Happy Wednesday, just like that. Here we are midweek. Good morning, everybody. Pamelo here in just a moment with your weather update. So stick around for that important news. In the meantime, let's take you to the roads. We start just south of Bloemfontein with this major truck crash. A couple of trucks colliding, at least one of them catching fire. The N1 between Bloemfontein and Tearpoort Dam is currently closed. If you've got to travel south of Bloemfontein, you'll probably be shipped off the N1 and rerouted up the N6. The N6 basically runs parallel to the N1 on that section, so that's the way you go. But that's a major crash. It's going to take a while to clear up this morning. Anyone using the N1 is in for, I would think, at least a morning of some major delays and diversions around that particular scene. Now, we've got some protesting. This is a taxi strike in the Eastern Cape. This is Mount Frere. Taxis are blocking the road just north of Mount Frere. So if you drive between the Mount Frere and Mount Aleph section along the N2, that's the section that's affected, and it's just north of Mount Frere. You can see the red line of traffic and trucks that are stationary arriving into the area from Mount Aleph and into that taxi blockade. We'll keep an eye on that one for you this morning. Also, I just want to remind you, we sent this tweet out yesterday. This is a real flashpoint. This is Cathcart. It's been in the news for a good 2 or 3 weeks now. It's just sporadic unrest. It's not a protest. It's just this sort of bad apples around Cathcart that come out. There's looting, there's stoning of cars, there's setting trucks on fire. Reports coming yesterday, they've made homemade shields for the rubber bullets, 100 people ready to attack. That was yesterday afternoon. We saw a truck set on fire in the Cathcart area last night as well. So just be vigilant driving through Cathcart. And I can tell you it's not good for the community. Already on the trucker sort of WhatsApp groups, there's a lot of talk about finding alternative routes to just avoid the N6 and avoid Cathcart. And truckers prepared to drive an extra hour going long distance even further just to avoid that unrest in Cathcart. So a small group of people really causing what could be economic hardships for the entire region. Cathcart is an ongoing problem. And just to look ahead to a little bit later this afternoon, this should have happened Monday and it didn't, so it's been held over to today. This is the N3 and the R103, both closed at the same time between Linfield Park and Ashburton from 2:30 until 3 p.m. So it's closed at 2:30, blast, clear up, get the road reopened at 3. It'll probably take until about 3:15 to get things sorted out in terms of the traffic backlog. So there's a few variables that might affect that. One of those is what happens with the weather. But if all goes according to plan, the N3 and the R103 closed this afternoon from 2:30. You want to get through before 2:30 or travel after sort of 3:30 just to avoid the resultant backlog that's sure to happen out that way.